showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, squaring off with another team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Army Black Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. The midshipmen able to pull out a hotly contested game the last time these two met.
Yeah, and most of these games in this series are so phenomenal. The offenses are carbon copies of each other. They look identical. They know what each other is going to do. Great game last year. Navy finished on top.
It really just... There he goes! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Massive game for this offense.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Black Knights can really attack on this second and short. To give to the big fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. Sends it back in motion. Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to get in. The two-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Oh, and it's no good, and we're still tied. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. On the option. Out of the And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Turning it on! He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He'll take it himself.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Thanks to grab. Oh, he got loose. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were 2 of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Dropping back, it's Pine. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'll lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Here comes the option. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback to pick up a nice gain and get the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they'll run it to the right here. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. Toss to the outside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the option. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the line. Running free. Attack. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Army!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move, it's Hodges. Flying down the right side. The 40. Pass the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, midshipman.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. You're going to find out here.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Woodson. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Breaks the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Woodson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job on the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll send the back in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. To throw, it's Woodson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hutchinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Dropping back, it's Pine. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got to be smart patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to...
Touchdown, Navy! And they moved up front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Here's the pressure. Looking to buy time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the fullback.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alum.